And therefore, I've said already in the last days, yes, we have to do more to defend Ukraine. Yes, we have to do more also on tanks. But the most important and the crucial part is that we do it together and that we do not do the blame game in Europe, because we are fighting a war against Russia and not against each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Minister.
Hello my friends, this is Linol Anderson here with you guys with a brand new YouTube BitChute video. Well, I just had to make this video today, my friends. As you saw in the beginning there, we have a clip of the German foreign minister lady there declaring pretty much that the West is at war with Russia. That's right, an act of war has been declared by Germany and the rest of the world, the West, by announcing that they're going to be sending in these tanks into Ukraine. And I think it's safe to say, my friends, we are now officially in WW3. We were before too, but now it's official. It couldn't be any more clear. That's what's happening. So we're going to talk about that in today's video. So before I do continue, just encourage everybody to subscribe if you haven't yet. As I say, subscribe to survive. I covered all from what's going on in the world and how it relates to the NWO, reptilians, extraterrestrials, occult, hidden knowledge, and what's going to happen. So subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notifications. And please like this video because it helps me out dearly, helps get this video out to more people. Now let's just get right into it. Well, my friends, I just wanted to say, life is about to change. It's already been changing for all of us, but it's going to get to the point where our old way of life won't even be recognizable. This is the new normal, as they like to call it, right? And it is true. Things are going to get worse before it gets better, but you better believe things are going to get better. Definitely. And before we continue with this video, I just want to say it's important to, not be in fear of the coming changes that are about to take place. And try your best not to manifest what they want you to manifest, right? Because at this point, there's a lot of propaganda and a lot of fear tactics being pushed. Because at the end of the day, the controllers of the world, the powers that be, they're trying to get humanity as a collective to manifest their outcome desire, right? And what's their outcome that they want to be manifested? They want chaos, world destruction, and at the end of the day, they want an NWO, right? And but they have to have us manifest that for them. So they're using this agenda with what's happening with Russia and Ukraine as a way to manifest that, right? So now they're trying to scare everybody and pushing this agenda with the tanks. And this could be what triggers the manifestation, which triggers a lot of chaos. But again, it's what we as a collective put out there with our energy, right? At this point, it's a scare tactic. We see they have the doomsday clock, right? They have this doomsday clock that they started up back in the 50s there, and it gets closer and closer to midnight. Well, they just moved it 90 seconds to midnight. It was 2 minutes from midnight. They just moved it up another 30 seconds to 90 seconds. And once it hits midnight, it's doomsday, right? Well, I believe this doomsday clock purely to be for propaganda purposes, to scare people. So all the normies, oh, it's closer to midnight, yeah. It's all just to put people in a state of fear. They got to have you in a constant state of fear. And now things with the sickness, right, isn't scaring people anymore. They don't care. That's over. So they got to keep people in that fear. They need your loosh, right? They need your low vibrational energy. So that's what they're doing. Don't let them have your fear is what I'm here to tell you. Do not let them have your loosh. Raise your vibration. Because how do we stop all this? How do we stop what they're trying to push forward? Because it can be stopped, my friends. All this can be stopped. How do we do that? By not falling for their scare tactics anymore. Okay? Not falling for it. They want our loosh. Let's not give it to them. Let's raise our vibrational frequency. Let's open our heart chakras and go into a frequency of love, man. Love is the answer. It surely is. If we could get enough people, though, to shift into that love frequency, then it's game over for them, because they're no longer getting what they need to survive. And as humanity raises the love frequency and raises their vibration and stops complying with them, then it's game over. What would happen if no soldiers or troops what would happen if none of them showed up to fight? Then what would they do? Then what would happen with this WW3 scenario? There would be no WW3 if nobody showed up to fight it. That simple. You guys want war? I don't think anybody wants this. So why the heck are these troops showing up to fight? Well, they're brainwashed, right? As we raise our vibrational frequency, my friends, those of us who've awakened and get out of the fear vibration, it only takes a small amount of us to raise the vibrational frequency to cause a ripple effect to go out into the world and help raise the frequency of the collective. So it's not that we need every single person to wake up and get in that love vibration, but we need enough of us to do that. And as more and more do this, more and more awaken. That's why we have the Great Awakening, right? So that's why it's crucial at this point. If you want to help save humanity, you got to save yourself first, and you got to do that inner work, that healing work. And as you start to heal yourself and raise your vibration, that's going to go into the collective and help raise the collective's vibration, my friends. And that's what's going to happen. So make sure right now, while you still have the time, be raising your vibration. Get prepared, and just focus on healing yourself. Now, with that being said, since this is happening and since so many people are awakening, and it's really progressed, especially with these solar flares that have been beaming this high vibrational energy down at us, there are a lot of positive things happening with that awakening and a lot of people waking up. But due to that, the elites of the world are getting scared. So they're really progressing their agendas at a much accelerated pace. And there is a possibility that in the very near future, due to these escalations with the tanks and all that, that there will be some conflicts in the very near future. I don't have an exact time frame, but might see some pretty crazy stuff happen in 2023, 2024, and I think it's going to get real intense 2025. I think that's going to be a big year. Actually, I know that's going to be a big year. And like I said before, things are definitely going to get worse before they get better. Your way of life is about to change drastically. I'm not saying this to manifest that reality, but let's face the fact, that's where we're headed. We got to try our best, like I said, not to manifest that, to always be on our highest timeline and not feed into the fear. But we got to be realistic at the same time. There is a golden age approaching, but to get to that golden age, we got to go through a little bit of roadblocks, But the important thing through all of this is, like I said, don't fall into fear. And whatever you do, do not comply. It's the same rules that apply to what we just went through with that sickness, right? Not complying is key. Okay? What do I mean by do not comply? Well, before, you know, there was that thing that they wanted you to have, and, you know, wearing that thing on your face everywhere you go. No, if we would have just said no right from the start, none of that would have happened, right? Same goes with this war nonsense. If things escalate, and then all of a sudden your government says we're doing a draft and you got to go and fight, you know, it's mandatory. Just like what they're doing with the men in Ukraine right now. If you're under the age of 60 or whatever, that you're being forced to fight. Do you know what you say to them? You say, go F yourselves. That's what you say. Do not comply. Like I said, if nobody shows up to fight, then there's no war, is there? So it's very important, because the day will come where they try and force the men, at least, to be involved with this shenanigans. Do not comply. Resist the beast, my friends. Resist the beast. And do you know what you do? You send them love instead. Say, no, I ain't fighting for you guys, but what I will do is I'll love you. I'll love them. I'll send love to Putin. I'll send love to Biden. I'll send love to all you slimy lizards at the end of the day. Oh, and it's hard to do. How does somebody love Biden? Remember, my friends, we don't love them personally. We don't love what they're doing, but we realize that they are us. We are all the same consciousness at the end of the day, just having different experiences, some lower consciousness, some higher consciousness. But at the end of the day, there's only one consciousness. It's all us. This is all an illusion. And love is the solution. As Yeshua said, love your enemies. That's what we got to do. And that's how we stop what's happening. Because all these dark, negative, low beings are all void of love. They don't have love. And that's why they're at the state of consciousness they're at. So we got to do our best. The way to stop this is to first off not comply with them, with any of their demands. 2, raise our vibrational frequency, because as we do that, it raises the collective's frequency, which will create more of a resistance to their plans. And 3, we love the evil people who are doing this to us. And I'm not saying it in a new age way, like, oh, I love you so much and everything, oh, love and light butterflies. No, I'm talking about this unconditional love of being in that love vibration and sending it to them, not loving them personally, not loving what they're doing. No, we dislike that. We don't hate, because hate is a very low vibrational frequency. And if you allow any hate in your heart, that will stop the progress we're making. So no hate. Do not hate anybody. Remove that hate from you and do it now. But we can dislike. We dislike it. We're not fans of what they're doing. So we get in that state of unconditional love in our hearts, and we open our heart chakras, and we think of these evil people, and we say, you know what? We refuse to hate you. We refuse to give in to your reptilian desires. And we send this unconditional love from our heart chakra to them, and we say, you need the love the most. You need to be healed of all that evil and hate in your heart. And we send it to them. Okay? So we say, F you. We ain't doing what you tell us. We're going to be happy. We're going to raise our vibrational levels. We're not falling into your fear. And we're going to send that love that we have in our heart, that unconditional love state that we're in. We're going to send that to you in hopes that it's going to change you and return you from a state of evil, a state of low consciousness, to the baseline of humanity. And then hopefully back to the light. That's what we got to do, and that's how we stop what's about to occur. And even if it cannot be stopped, like I said, better before, or worse before it gets better. And it will get better eventually. And end of the day, it's all an illusion anyways. Death is an illusion. It's all just one big illusion. So try not to be in any fear, my friends. Just view it as a video game. We are in like a video game simulation, and before our whole lives it's been on the easy mode, right? Now it's going up to the hard mode, the extreme mode. Just view it as a video game, my friends, and hang in there. Don't let them get you down at the end of the day. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed my content, join me on Patreon. Your support means the world to me. I got tons of great classes. I got the Ascend to 5D class. There we'll be teaching you how to raise your frequency levels so you can make it with this 5D Ascension to go on the Golden Age timeline. And of course, we got the health class. We got the occult class. Occult class is great. I recommend that because you get all the perks of the health class and the Ascend to 5D class and the Patreon exclusives. You get Palladian channelings. And of course, you get all that hidden knowledge that they're hiding from us. So all that's down below. Check out the links. Got the Palladian channelings tier, everything. So your support means the world to me. And if you don't want to join Patreon, you just want to make a one-time donation, simply buy me a coffee, my friends. I'm on the website, Buy Me a Coffee. And that would mean the world to me as well. All the links are down below. And yeah, stay strong, my friends. Do not comply. Do not give in with any fear. And just stay strong. We got a huge video coming up in a couple days. Dr. Leviticus Van Nostrand is back on the channel, my friends. So stay tuned for that. Linol signing off.